Shinganyoka, BBC News, Cholocho, Zimbabwe.
Now, I spoke to Mbuso Fuzwayo, the Secretary General of Ibechu Likazulu, a human rights group, and I began by asking him about the impact of the killings.
It seriously affected the people of Matebeleland. It has seriously affected the nation of Zimbabwe because out of the killings, it has created a gulf between the people who speak Ndebele language and the people who speak the Shona language. So it's something that has kept people divided. It has created mistrust amongst the people who speak different languages. While at least when people were fighting for independence, they were united.
Do you feel like the Ndebele community has been disadvantaged?
Yes, I don't feel so. It has been disadvantaged. The unfortunate part is when you look at the Zimbabwean society, for one to have economic opportunities, you have to be linked to somebody at the top. So now the people who are at the top are speaking a Shona language. Because of that, the people from Matebeleland can't access you. It is not easy for a Ndebele person to get a loan in a bank because banks are owned or run by Shona-speaking people. It is not easy for a Ndebele person to even think of leading the Zimbabwean state because as long as you speak Ndebele language, you'll not get the support from the people from Mashonaland, even if you have got the best policies that can, if you are the best administrator, because of the language that you speak, it is a disadvantage for one to aspire to lead.
And the claims that you've mentioned would need to be verified by the government. So what would the survivors want to see happen at the end of this inquiry?
First, before the exercise starts, they wanted a public acknowledgement that innocent people were killed. Then people were expecting the truth-telling from the side of the perpetrator. Why were they killed? There are people who were enforcibly disappeared. Where were they taken to? There is the issue of justice. There is the issue of compensation. So those are the things that people expect. They still expect that the report must be made public so that never again should such a thing happen. And it should be something, it should be part of the curriculum that even young people are taught in schools. There should be memorials, but we needed something, even something bigger than those memorials that we have erected, that can be erected by the government so that the government takes responsibility, takes charge, leads in the process, especially of memorialization. Just like in Rwanda, you'll realize that in Rwanda, memorialization is not done by private citizens. It is led by the government.
Is compensation also something that the survivors would be asking for?
Obviously, people need to be compensated because you have got people who lost a lot. There are people who lost their livestock. There are people who had businesses, they were banned. There are people who lost their homes. A lot. There are people who have not even recovered materially after that genocide because their homes were burned, etc., etc. There are some who still need to be brought back home, who went to different countries, who went for refugees. There are some people who are still in Botswana, in Togo. So all those people need, and they need to be reassured that fine, when you are to come back, the government will not